Hello, this is Adrian and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today, guess what? I finished my world tour last episode and in this episode we're going to be doing a different kind of tour. Except this time we're doing a tour of Shinton, my electronic person, my robot. First of all, let me get a few things clear. I did not copy Shinton. I did him block by block from my mind. I did not copy anyone else. But, yeah, so this is Shinton, and he is my electronic redstone person. And what is the render distance? Let's lower that to 2, because Shinton is laggy. Although they fixed some lag glitches earlier in 1.9. But, this is Shinton, my electronic person, and yeah, that's him. Okay, so first thing we're gonna go over, is the first thing I built, the hunger system. The hunger system, okay, good, he's happy, because if he makes a sad face for too long, and if its health goes down for too long, then he will die, because there's a timer. And I'll be showing you that too. But this is Shinton, and in here is what you put in to give him food. And in this chest, it gets taken by a hopper, which takes all of the okay, which takes the food here through this pipe, and it gets filtered out. He only likes, where'd the item frames go? Oh yeah, I didn't have any item frames, I forgot. He only likes redstone torches, repeaters, comparators, and redstone blocks. That is all he likes. I should have made him to like redstone ore, but it isn't too late for that because I can still extend this by one more and it won't mess up the whole thing. That's the good thing about it. It's extendable in food systems, except, like I said, I only filters out redstone stuff. And that means, and excluding redstone ore, which means it does not like redstone ore. And if you give it something that it doesn't like oak wood planks, then it will go here, back here, back here. It'll go through here, and it'll activate something that says yuck. It doesn't like it, and it goes back to that chest. That other chest inside the room, yeah, it goes back over here. That chest. So, yeah, but that isn't the only thing about the hunger system. What happens is it goes through here, and this is where it gets complicated. This is where it gets extremely complicated. So, down here, it gets thrown into this thing, which is basically the hunger system, and there's constantly a rotating, okay, there's constantly a rotating pulse going up here, a rotating clock, and this pausing thing pauses it by locking it, and it does another pulse by a pulse shortener over here. But what it does is it slowly empties out its hunger, which means it dumps it out so that the comparator reads less and less every time. So yeah, that's a good thing about it. But that means you constantly have to feed it. But I paused it, which means it's locked. That means there's no clock to make it subtract from that comparator. So, here, if this is activated, then that means it will, here, let me get my way out. If that's activated, the first one, then it will set a redstone torch block right over here, right there, yeah, there, right here where I'm pointing, and it will set it there, which will subtract from the subtracting comparator, which is right here. And that comparator signal output strength is on the screen. That's the top health bar. So yeah, so basically that's its hunger system, except if it goes to the second one, the second block over here, this one, then it will go over here, the redstone torch. It will go right in the middle, not here. So that means it will fill this with air and go here, which means the signal strength won't be as strong and it won't subtract as much out from the redstone torch. So yeah, same thing with the third one, it goes over here. But the problem is, as it goes down, you need a redstone torch that's inversed by like a NOT gate, which does the exact opposite as it goes on the way down. Because I figured that out. It's hard to explain, so if you already know it, that's good, and if you don't, then I don't know what to do, because I'm not going to be explaining something like that, because I have no way to put it in good words. But if you know what I'm saying, then that's good. That means you're good at redstone. But if you're not, don't worry, don't worry. You'll get good at redstone sooner or later. I'm sure you will. But whatever. Enough with that. Anyway, if it gets overfed, the signal strength will come out here, and in each one of these, this one will subtract from his health right here, because that means he's kind of he's eating too much, which is unhealthy for him, for the robot. So it will subtract from the subtracting comparator. So yeah, so that is that. So now you see, if it gets too big, like if the signal strength comes all the way here, then it will come through and subtract this much right here, which means he's pretty unhealthy. If he's that sick, then he will die. He will die if he's that sick. And that is actually true. He actually will, if he's that sick for a certain period of time. Now we'll be going over the health. This is the health bar. And if this is unpowered, which, like, it should always be powered right here, because the health should be this high. This torch should always be unpowered. But if it doesn't, if it is unpowered, then the thing is, it will power this long clock. Long clock. And sooner or later, it will come through here, which will, essentially, it will kill itself, basically. But that is only if there's a block here. The reason why there's a long clock is because if he gets his health back in time, then it will fill this with air, which means it won't be able to kill him. But still, yeah. But if it gets unpowered, then it'll get filled with stone, which means it can go through. So yeah, also, it will also come down and power a certain set for his smiling system. And you see, those are all the stuff for the smiling system. So yeah, so that's the smiling system. Like, if it gets really high, if his health gets really high, he'll make a note block sound to indicate he's happy, and he'll make a super wide smiley face with even the corners showing, which he is doing right now. Even his corners are showing, which are right here. Those corners are controlled by the pistons, which decide whether they will allow redstone current through to power the corners. So yeah, that's the smiling system. There are lots of wires that come down to the smiling system, but this right here is a gigantic clock. It goes here and it goes down slowly. Slowly, this gets enabled to take some hopper stuff, which gets frozen over here. This thing is frozen, and when enough accumulates over here, it will overload and it will power this command block, which means that his favorite block will disappear, making his health go down. And then it will allow it to go down, and the pulse will pump it back up and down here. So his happiness level will go down, which means that his thing will disappear, his favorite block. And after that, then you have to replace its favorite block. And yeah, I'm flying. That would wrap it up for Shinton in this video, and I hope you enjoyed and have a great day. Goodbye.